Okay, it's 7:42 a.m. in the morning on August 11th. Yeah, this is Japan moment. I slept from 4:50 to 7:15. And I didn't even immediately fall asleep. I think it probably took like at least 20 minutes on the bed for me to just roll around. So I slept for about 2 hours. I feel amazing. I feel great. 2 hours. Ooh, I'm so energetic. Love it. Um, but yeah, um, I managed to pack a little bit last night, but I think most of the stuff I need to pack have to be this morning because of all the electronic shit and all the washeries. Um, and that's pretty much it. I've imported shit tons of videos onto my laptop, and then yeah, it should be okay. I should have enough space. Um, yeah, I even watched Winter Light last night, but I kept falling asleep, and at some point I had to change it to 1.25 times speed. And then there are many points where I had to rewind and rewatch again because I fell asleep. Yeah. But I should be okay. I'm confident that I'll be able to pack in time. Um, yeah, I'm still fat as fuck. All this jogging, what for? My belly's still fat as fuck. I don't really know why. I feel like I've lost no weight after jogging for like 7 times. Um, Maybe the weight loss will actually happen after I go back to LA when I go to the gym more consistently. The art professor also responded saying that I can come on Monday, even though the class is already at full capacity. But I mean, I'm trying to audit the class. I'm not trying to join. So if it's at full capacity, like, I'm still gonna sit there, you know. But yeah, I'm allowed to come, so that's great. That's great news. Um, yeah, so it's gonna be interesting going to Japan all by myself with my cousin and brother. Um, with no parents involved. Um, it's also everything is also very last minute. Like right now, I don't even know how to get to Kyoto after arriving at the airport. Like there's still a lot I need to figure out. Um, but yeah, everything. Hopefully, everything works out, and yeah, that's basically all I'm gonna say. Um, and I think I'm gonna be tired enough to fall asleep early tonight, hopefully. Because I realized tomorrow morning for Kiyomizudera, I have to wake up at like 5. So, yeah. And not much else. I mean, I'm excited, but I'm already tired. Before I even start the trip, I'm already kind of exhausted. So, yeah. So, I don't know, we'll see. But like with Jayun and everything, honestly, I'm just gonna go with the flow. I think at this point there's really nothing to do other than to go with the flow. And I feel more optimistic than the time with Leslie, which is a very low bar. I'm still not that optimistic, but um, yeah, I think I think I should be more optimistic this time. I think things are better this time because Jayun is not insane like Leslie. So yeah, Jayun is basically Leslie, but not crazy. Not that crazy. I might be crazier than Jayun, honestly. So, yeah, I feel like my prospects are a little bit better this time. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go with the flow. And just whatever happens, happens, you know? Yeah. I'm so fucking sleepy. I'm gonna die. Starbucks. I may get a sandwich. I feel like shit. I feel like absolute shit. I'm so gonna fall asleep on the plane, by the way. Okay, cinnamon roll acquired. This is gonna be my lunch. I'm gonna starve myself a little bit today. I need the starvation. I need it.
你哋出入行地方都係可以感應包括小電子煙。不過，如果有任何需要停車時，我哋機場務員幫手。
6对吗？ Bro, here it is. Haruka. Hi, arigato. Oh, people are lining up. Okay. We are at Kyoto. Bruh. Why is this so narrow? Damn. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. Okay. Whew. Shoot, this is tight. I have 2 beds, so that's nice. Okay, great. I even have a mini TV. This is not bad. Okay, time now is 5:28 a.m. in the morning. No, 5:32, right. 5:32 a.m. in the morning. And I went to bed at 12 at midnight, but couldn't fall asleep because I'm just not used to sleeping this early. So let's just say I fell asleep at around 1 or 2. So yeah, I think I have slept for about maybe 3 or 4 hours. Yikes. But yeah, even though I'm like insanely tired right now, the one good thing is that I will be tired enough to go to bed very early tonight. Yeah, and it's absolutely insane considering a few days ago I went to bed at 5:30 a.m. In Hong Kong time, which is 6:30 a.m. here. So that's so fucking crazy. I'm out of it. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I'm waking up early, but for good reason, because today we are going to Kikoemasuka, which is arguably top 3 most important places in Kyoto. And if we arrive there any more later than 6:30 a.m., it's gonna be flooded with tourists. That said, though, apparently it's gonna be raining today, which is not ideal. So hopefully the rain doesn't ruin things for us. Also, as you can see, this is what I did with my very cramped space. My luggage over there, and then I laid out some of my stuff on that bed. The mattress, hard as a rock, but I could find myself getting used to this one. And yeah, the charging was totally fine. It worked out, so at least there's that. This is so interesting. Last time I went to Japan, which is December of 2022, there's like a sense of community because a whole family and my extended family, we all came to Japan. And I wake up and there's this sense of, okay, we're all going to this place and it's gonna be fun. Now it genuinely feels more like an adventure. Like, oh god, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, this feels a little bit more dangerous for some reason, which is good. Yeah. Yeah. Day 2.
Please change here for the Keihan Railway. 次、止まります。扉が開くまで、その場でお待ちください。
你以為好似咩頤和園啊？你有冇睇過地圖？個 park 其實好細嘅。Ooh, this looks good. Okay, it's 10:59. I'm like gonna take a shower in 2 minutes. Yeah, I want to film this part of the college update video here, not part of the Japan vlog. So do not make no mistake. I didn't do one yesterday because I don't really have a lot to say, but let's do one today, just really fast. The only thing non-Japan that happened to me is talking to Jaehyun. Of course, she keeps attacking. She is always on the offense. I guess the only thing I really want to mention is so for the last maybe 2 or 3 days, I felt rather insecure because Jaehyun seems at least 50 times more accomplished than me. She also seems to be at least 70 times more talented than me, and she's only 20 years old. But today I guess I had my confidence a little boosted because Jaehyun told me that, first of all, when I was traveling today, I was texting Jaehyun like maybe once an hour or so. Like, she keeps talking to me. It's crazy. But at some point later tonight, Jaehyun told me that her friend named Kevin randomly told Jaehyun, "Hey, I found this short film. It's really cool," and played it to her. And it's my film called Objects in Mirror. And then Jaehyun was like, I know this kid. And so I have some street cred, even though Jaehyun is like very good at piano and keyboards and knows everyone and has a lot of experience finding jobs, internships. You know, Jaehyun also hears about me. I hear about Jaehyun, like people mention her a little bit, but people mention me to her as well, which is, that's what I want. I want her to learn about me, not just from me, but from others who know me. And that guy doesn't even know me. That's even better. But like, it's risky, but I think it makes her really realize my position in the real world, and that's very important. So I'm genuinely like impressed. Second of all, I and Jaehyun we talked about trust, and I told her that I actually only have 4 or 5 people that I really trust in USC, and she was like, "Don't worry, same." And I'm like, "Really? You know like 19,000 friends?" And she's like, "Well, it only seems that way because I want to seem that way." So she's a little manipulator. She's a little manipulative, maybe. A little Leslie moment. Ooh, a little manipulation moment. Nice. And yeah. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, "Yeah, you know, I know a lot of people, but a lot of people don't know me because people talk a lot about themselves to me," which I thought was very interesting because it's the opposite for me. I feel like Jaehyun talks a lot about herself to me. Like, she talks about her being bi, her having depression, and her ex-boyfriend, and like I don't know, she keeps dropping lore on me, and I actually am scared of talking about myself to anyone. So honestly, Jaehyun is already one of the few people whom I share the most to. I think, of course, we have Glenn and Justin T and Rachel. These 3 Hong Kongers are basically like my day ones. I guess Justin T is my day 2, or my semester 2, of course. But day 1, literally Glenn and Rachel. Day 1 of USC, of course. And then I also feel somewhat comfortable with Christian R. And so that's 4 people. And I maybe equal to some extent, but like I wouldn't say so. I'm comfortable around equal, but yeah, like I can only name 4 people really that I truly trust. And now Jaehyun is slowly getting onto that list as well, which I think is a good thing. But yeah, I don't know. And finally, I want to say yes, it does seem that Jaehyun speaks a lot to me in a friendly way and not in a not friend but more than friends way. But then again, like the more I think about it, the more I was like, it's okay, because after Rush, we haven't even seen each other. Like, we talk a lot, but that doesn't count. You know? We talk a lot, but that doesn't count. What counts is what happens on the 18th. That's when we will truly figure it out. That's when she will figure it out. That's when I will figure it out. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the more I know about her, the more I genuinely think she is good. And you know, probably because now I know a lot about her and she's more of a 3D character for me. You know, back in March, I was like, oh, she's just a white girl. She's basic, but she's not a basic white girl. She sent me a video of cats today. A good chunk of the conversation today was sent to me in voice messages in Mandarin, and I had to replay them a few times to try to understand what she's saying. But honestly, low key, she might be the only person so far whom I can actually speak to in a mix of both English and Mandarin, which is a first timer. But yeah, again, I don't know. I'm still completely open to the possibility of being disappointed. Like, this is all just a ruse. This is all just, I mean, I'm friends with her and I'm super grateful. But like, maybe it's not gonna go anywhere. And I'm prepared for that. But I don't have zero chance. I have more than 0% chance. With Leslie, it was kind of zero already, or at least 0.1. This one, it's higher. It's getting a little higher up there. Just compare how I look between when I knew Leslie and when I knew Jaehyun, or when I know Jaehyun. You know, total different. But yeah, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. Okay, it's 6:06 a.m. in the morning. Oh my god. I feel terrible. I don't know why, even though I slept more than yesterday. I feel so sleepy right now. I wish I could just go back to bed. Yeah. I feel so incredibly sleepy. Oh my god. Ugh. I went to bed at 11:45, but which basically is not that different from midnight. I didn't immediately fall asleep, but it also didn't take that long. I did wake up a little bit in the middle. Man, I'm so sleepy. I just realized the mess that I've put myself in by planning the schedule so tightly. But yeah, 6 a.m. in the freaking morning, baby. 6 a.m. Oh my god. Yeah, today's plan is Fushiminari Shrine, anime shopping, and then the tempura restaurant. Hopefully it's good, and then Nara. It doesn't seem that heavy, but it is quite heavy actually. Like, anime shopping is gonna take hours, and traveling all the way to Nara is like a lot. But then I also really want to go, so yeah, damn, my throat. Yeah. So, there's that. Hopefully we get to go to bed earlier tonight because, like, I really want to sleep. God damn. Okay. Excuse me? すみません. Do you know if 赤いハートありますか?
もうホロライブそれで全部なんで。
Oh, okay. Okay, time now is 12:40 midnight. It's really late. I'm took a shower and I'm on my bed right now. I've been on my bed for a while. Just chilling. So today was too much. Today was too much. Originally today was supposed to be more chill. Like yesterday was supposed to be the intense day and then today's supposed to be more chill. Today ended up being even worse. According to my brother loves recording how many steps we have taken. Apparently today we've taken 32,000 steps, which is way off the line, and my legs hurt, and I have 4 blisters on my feet. 3 on my left foot, 1 on my right foot. On toes, of course. So I don't even know how am I gonna walk for the next 4 fucking days. So starting off today, I left the apartment really late. We planned to leave, not apartment, hotel. We planned to leave this hotel at 6:14, 6:15-ish. I don't know why I said 6:14. It's late. So, I ended up leaving at 7. Because I don't know why I moved really slow and I ate the onigiri on the bed, blah blah blah. Yeah, and then I met up with my brother and my cousin, who was already outside downstairs buying more food from Family Mart or 7-Eleven or Family Mart because they wanted more food, of course. And so I was like, okay, let's go. And I'm not a morning person. I look pissed in the morning. I'm not pissed, but I'm also kind of tired and I don't want to talk. So I was just looking like kind of dead. And then the whole train system is just so confusing. I wanted to head over to Fushimi Inari Shrine, and I need to get to the Inari station. And it's just a one-way train. Not one-way train. It's just a one ride, no transfers, and it's 2 stops away. It should have been simple, except I thought that it's Kintetsu, and Kintetsu is right beside our hotel. So I went into the Kintetsu platforms, and then I realized, fuck, I shouldn't have gone here. And then I tried to get out, and I can't, and we're stuck for a little while until I spoke to a staff person, and the staff person let us go. But by then, I guess the turnstiles have forgotten that we tapped our iCoca cards, so my cousin just went through, and I was still stuck beside the staff. Because I wanted to ask the staff, where's D-Line? So it turns out D-Line is subway, it's not Kintetsu. So we walked super far away to this subway, and we finally arrived, and then we entered a gate again, just to realize that I entered the wrong gate, and I brought the other two boys through the wrong gates for the second time, and I had to ask the staff to get us out, and then we got out, and then we finally entered the right gate, and by then it was already like 7:15, and then we arrived at Fushimi Inari around 7:30 a.m., and by then there were already quite a few people. It wasn't that bad, but it was definitely a lot of tourists, and it was a little bit of a buzzkill. And then the shrine itself, holy shit, I should have seen it coming. It's a whole mountain, and it's like 6 times more intense than Kiyomizu-dera. It's like way more intense, and I did not know it was going to be that bad. We went in, and we don't have to buy tickets or anything. We just went in, and we went up and up and up. And the thing is, and that's true, not just Fushimi Inari Shrine, but when we're walking on the streets, my brother and my cousin are taller than me. And when you're tall, your legs are longer, which means when you take a stride, it's larger, right? Number 2 is both my brother and my cousin are more athletic than me, so they're faster than me. So they keep climbing up the stairs, and I keep falling behind, and I'm always slower than them. And I'm not that athletic, so I'm like, and I get so sweaty, and yeah, not that enjoyable. Again, I'm feeling kind of conflicted, because seeing these torii gates in person is amazing, and some spots do look really beautiful. I do have to admit that. But it was a torturous experience, and will I ever come back? I don't think so. It was torturous. And then at some point we reached a little rock place, and we sat down, and honestly I was low-key pissed, because it's just early in the morning and I'm doing so much and they're walking so fast. So my cousin was like, you know what, might as well go to the peak, reach the top of the mountain, because we're here anyways, sunk cost fallacy. And my brother, he's like, yeah, sure, because my brother just follows my cousin everywhere. And then I'm like, okay, well, I guess I can't stay behind, but I also low-key want to go to the peak, I don't want FOMO. So we went, and it was a 30-minute journey up and down the mountain, and that was so bad. My legs were broken. My feet already hurt. But yeah, when I reached the peak, it was like, fuck me. This is too much. So I went back down, and took a train to Gion Shijo Station, where we went to the Kawaramachi anime shopping district, which is just like your average shopping street. It's not really that anime. It's actually not like Akihabara at all. I thought it's like a mini Akihabara, not even. It's like just some shopping streets, and then occasionally you have an anime store. And then as it turns out, these anime stores, most of them only open at around 11 a.m. And I did not know that. I did not know people here are this lazy, okay? With the exception of Goof, which opens at 10 a.m. So at that point, we just went to Family Mart and we got some ice cream and we ate them, and we walked by the river, and it's fine, it's cool. Damn, I'm so tired. Okay, yeah, we walked by the river, and then my cousin's like, okay, I gotta eat. So my cousin basically trained himself to eat like 5 meals a day. So yeah. So my cousin just went to a Starbucks and sat down, and then I, of course, continued to walk. So me and my brother, we went to Goof, and it's this 5-story building, and the first couple floors are like pretty normal, got some figurines, some shirts. And then the third floor upwards, it's just nothing but sex. And I feel really embarrassed because I have my brother with me, and he's 17, but I'm sure he's familiar with this shit. But the third floor is all tenga, they're all sex toys, they're all like vibrators and shit. And then the fourth floor and the fifth floor are full of porn DVDs, like real JAV porns. And yeah, again, I didn't like that my brother was with me. It wasn't like the most cringy thing ever, but it was like not ideal. I'm fine browsing these places, like, yeah, I'm 23, come on, I'm about to be 23, but like, you know, my brother's here and he's 17. So yeah, we went back down and then we walked over to Animate, and it wasn't even open. So we sat outside for like 5 minutes, and then we realized that we need to get in from another place, from this shopping street. So we went in, and turns out it's not Animate, but it's this vintage store called Spins, and there's a floor that's full of books. And there's like a JoJo section, and then there's like a bunch of regular manga, and I found some really cool art books there, like Kago Shintaro. I was like, before I came to Kyoto, I was like, what if I get like an art book from Suehiro Maruo, or Kago Shintaro. And as it turns out, Suehiro Maruo and Kago Shintaro literally side by side, so beautiful. We went upstairs, there's some clothes, and then we went downstairs, and the next door building is Animate, and it was mid. It was underwhelming. It's rather small, not a lot of figurines, and not a lot of interesting stuff. And then we went to Rashinbang's second store, which is cool. It's really small compared to Akiba. It's 2 floors, but 2 very small floors. There are figurines, but they're all very conventional. The worst thing is I really wanted Hachama figurine, and there's only, like, there's a bunch of Hololive figurines and just no Hachama. And then we went to the Melon Books, which is on the 4th and 5th floor of the same building. I planned to visit Melon Books, but the Melon Books I wanted to visit was near the station. But I didn't know there's a Melon Books above Rashinbang, so we went there, and my brother really wanted Berserk, which I highly doubt they're gonna have Berserk. So we went to Melon Books, and 4th floor, it's like okay, just like books, like doujinshi, and then 5th floor, all hentai, nothing but hentai. And I legit wanted to buy one because I was like, well, I'm here, might as well. And I refrained from buying any hentai in Anime Expo because I thought, it's like expensive there. If I should buy, I should get it in Japan, the real way, the real perverts way, you know, the real weebs way. And I browsed, and then like my brother's with me, and I'm like, oh well, I'm not gonna. So I didn't buy any. So we went to the Rashinbang main store, which I thought would have a wider range of figurines. Turns out the main store does not have any figurines. It's more porn, like more hentai, and more like books and shit. And it's just 1 floor. And I was quite disappointed. But I did buy like a hentai doujinshi, but it was like, I don't know, didn't really look that good, but then you can't judge a book by its cover, literally. And then every time I walk past a door through Rashinbang or Animate, it beeps, which is crazy because I'm not a thief. But at some point, a staff in this main Rashinbang store noticed and was like, hey, can I check your bag? And I'm like, well, fine. So I showed him the receipts, and he's like, okay, that's weird. And then at some point, he asked me for my wallet, and I'm like, okay. And I gave him my card, and then he asked me for a whole wallet, and I'm like, okay. And then he waved the wallet past the gate, and it started beeping, and then he realized, oh, it's your wallet. So I'm like, oh, okay. Anyways, we went down, and then I wanted to go back to the Rashinbang second store again, just to take a look one more time. Didn't buy anything. and then we walked to Tower Records. Okay, so we had the tempura lunch reservation at 1:30, and by then it was like 1:15. But I really wanted to go to Tower Records, so I went to Tower Records, and there's like, it's not even a whole floor. It's like 2/3 of a floor of a mall on the 9th floor. And we went there, and legit surprised, there was some good stuff. There was definitely some good stuff. But yeah, I bought 2 CDs, but Blu-rays, there were barely any of them. So I did not buy any Blu-rays. I wanted the Sonny Boy Blu-ray, and then now I'm realizing that it's probably not even possible for me to get one. Yeah, there's that. Maybe I could get one in Hong Kong. I highly doubt it though. So yeah, and then we walked very fast to Tempura Endo Yasaka, which is the restaurant that my aunt booked, and my cousin led the way, and they walked really fast, literally on the same road, straight line. And I looked at my brother's feet, and I was really noticing the pacing of his walk, and I realized that our pacing is the same. And even so, I'm falling behind consistently, like smoothly falling behind, simply because I have a lower velocity, which is so stupid. So yeah, there's that. We arrived at the restaurant. Turns out there's another section of the restaurant, so we went to another section, and it's this amazing, beautiful tempura bar. And we sat, and we were so sweaty and so stinky at that point, but we sat down, and they treated us really well. Top-notch service. Started off with cauliflower soup, and then I had yuzu cider, which is great, and then we have the tempura itself. We have a little bit of a sashimi as a starter, and then we have a little salad, and then we had a little ochazuke, which is like green tea over rice, and then we had a little mango sorbet at the end. And the staff, the guy who's like cooking, he's talking to us, and every single piece of tempura, he's like, okay, this is an eggplant, and I recommend this. So we have the tempura sauce, we have the matcha salt, and we have white salt. And those 2 salts, they basically taste the same. But he would recommend us to dip in each one, and he would serve it, and we would immediately eat it, and so on and so forth. And it's like, I've never had tempura this traditional. It's like deep fried, but the batter is so thin. And it felt gourmet. It's not like deep fried, boring stuff. But yeah, after the meal took really long. It's like nearly 2 hours long. So by the time we finished the meal, it was 3:20, and we're definitely falling behind. So we went to Nara. At some point I was like, yeah, maybe we won't even make it to Nara, but we did, and we took a train to Nara, and it was again kind of confusing. We had to go onto subway, and then we had to exchange to Kintetsu, and then on the Kintetsu, it's like a really nice train, and we had seats, and then turns out they're supposed to be reserved, and someone came over and asked us to pay extra money. And then by the time we arrived, we also had to pay more money, because that more money is actually the ticket. But we finally arrived at Nara at like 4:30-ish, and then we have about 1 hour before Todaiji closes, so we basically walked over there. Lots of deers, which is really nice, and Todaiji was amazing. I loved it. Big wooden gate, the Buddha was gigantic, great ambience, great vibes, and paid 800 yen to get in, but it was totally worth it. Yeah. And then the deer park, I really wanted to buy deer crackers, and there were some like Taiwanese women, I think, and they had like deer crackers, and I wanted to ask them, but I ended up didn't. And there was another Asian guy, and I asked, and then he's like, you know what? I can give you my deer crackers. I bought too much anyways, so I got a bunch of deer crackers for free. And then I gave 1 piece to my brother, 3 pieces to my cousin, and then 2 other women asked us for deer crackers, so I gave some to them as well. So win-win-win situation. And then I fed deers, and that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. The whole place smelled like deer shit, but it's fine, you know. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we walked to a burger joint called Sakura Burger, and it was a nice dinner. And yeah, didn't have dessert later. And I don't know how am I gonna walk tomorrow. I have no idea. I'm gonna try to walk less tomorrow and go to fewer places tomorrow because it's really hurting. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Talk more with Jaehyun. Jaehyun said I'm an interesting person because she doesn't like talking to boring people. And there was a jokey moment where she talked about NYC, and she's like, oh, the people there are evil. And I talked about how maybe NYC is the place for me. And I was like, great, well, that's great. I like evil people. And Jaehyun was like, well, that's why you're talking to me, huh? And that's a little flirty moment that I don't even flirt with people. Like, I don't even do that shit. But I like that. Yeah, Jaehyun, she tried to describe me. She described me as a gentle, nice guy. A little funky, but gentle, nice guy, which is a terrible way to put it and a great way to put it because it's so true. But yeah, I'm waking up at 8 tomorrow. Okay, it's 8:09 a.m. on August, I don't know, on August 14th, I think. Yeah, I slept from 1:15 to 8. Which is not bad, but I do feel like, I don't know, I do really want to sleep more. Yeah, I did not intend to go to bed this late, but I was just waiting for my phone to charge and also talking to a friend, etc., etc. Yeah, so it's day 4 of the trip. We're officially over halfway of the trip, so that's really good. Yeah, time moves pretty fast, actually. Wait, is it day 4 or is it day 3? I think it's day 4. Let me think. Yeah, it's day 4 of the trip, but we're still not exactly halfway. Halfway through today, then it should be halfway through the trip. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, today I need to walk less because there are 4 blisters on my feet right now. And it actually hurts. And one of the blisters is on the joint between the big section of my toe and the second section, which means every time I bend my toe, it hurts. So yeah. So today I'm gonna try to keep it low key, but there's still a few places. There's Nijo Castle, there's the manga museum, there's the Nishiki Market, and there's the Imperial Palace. So we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
To police the children. And it was important to police the children because they were.
魚烂魚爛魚爛
But then also the.
Promise Neverland. Ooh. Confucius. Okay, it's like 12:52 a.m. in the morning. I gotta go to bed soon. I'm on my bed now, so. Yeah, just want to talk about today. So today was not bad. I got to sleep a little more, and it was fine. My legs hurt. My feet in particular hurt because I counted 4